We can get started until we've done with our patriotic duty. And in order to do that, I'm going to ask Connor Anderson, the great grandson of one of our most famous governors, to come up here and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. For all you veterans out there, you're more than welcome to salute.
We're at the Concord, New Hampshire, 12 o'clock protest at the Capitol building. I'm gonna guess there's about 300 to 400 people here. Lots of protests going on, but
bring people together for a common cause, to say enough is enough. No new taxes, we're taxed too much, we're taxed to the max. State spending is out of control here in New Hampshire. Since 1980, our state debt has skyrocketed 238%. And from 2000 to 2007, state sector job growth has grown 12%, while private sector job growth has grown 3%. What that means is there are more of us in the private sector. There are fewer of us in the private sector, paying for more people to work in the state sector. And that's an inverse relationship that we just can't have anymore. Federal spending is out of control. This is not a Republican or a Democrat issue. These bailouts began under the Bush administration and continued under the Obama administration. In 2022,
to sharply rise due to the recent spending in Washington, D.C. I believe our Senator Judge Gregg had it right when he recently said the spending we have seen in Washington, D.C. is not sustainable. If we continue down this road, in 10 to 15 years, this country will be bankrupt. Just think of what we have seen in the last 6 months. The top money, the bailouts of banks, insurance, and auto companies like we've never seen before. And a stimulus package that no one read, and it was filled with pet pork projects. And now a $2 to $3 trillion budget. Here at home, our $11.5 billion state budget, which the New Hampshire House just passed. A rooms tax which will increase the 8.75 cents. A gambling tax that will be 10% of your winnings, including bingo. If you haven't paid enough taxes during your lifetime, when you die, there will be a death tax of 8%. Capital gains tax of 5% with all of the pork in it. And there is pork because what has happened, and very few people understand this, the House shifted over the gas tax,
I don't know. This place is just loaded with potential
death tax,
domestic
capital
terrorists.
gains tax, and stuck it into
I mean, look at all these horrible people.
Hoping that he would not veto House Bill
I could see all of them
Send
just
it, tell them, Governor, that if it comes to your desk,
state
you will veto that bill.
Crazy people, all of them.
there's another individual who talked about state spending and the hidden fees, which are in HB 2. Jim Forsyth is a former member of the New Hampshire legislature and has been active for the last 15 years to talk about smaller government.
Prosperity, causing businesses to overinvest and people to overspend. Eventually, the excessive spending results in a bust. The crash in the beginning, the inflationary policies of the Fed caused the roaring 20s, and 2020s then led to the beginnings of the Great Depression. The low interest rate, easy money policies of the Fed under Greenspan led to the housing bubble and the credit bubble, and those are now collapsing all around us, with devastating effects to our 401ks. And finally, inflationary policies greatly discourage savings and encourage spending. As of last year, due to inflationary policies, we're in the bizarre situation there that if you invested in a short-term security bond, that you were paying the government to hold on to your money. Okay, because the inflation rate was larger.
That you are obligated to. You are required to reform or replace that government. Are you and work for representatives, senators, and a governor who will represent you? Realize that the people you put up there, despite the glamour of Washington, the people you put up there are far more important.
To join me with his axe and shatter one of these crates to demonstrate our commitment of axing the tax. Would you join me, please? Should we keep this one? No!
What about the gas tax?
No!
Axe them all? No! You got it.
It's dangerous.